A woman lay back comfortably in a small pool of water, relaxing, completely unaware that just a few feet away on the bank, a massive 10-foot crocodile was watching. Suddenly, she heard the rustling of leaves nearby. Startled, she scanned her surroundings for danger, but the crocodile wasn't after her. Its target was the baby left on the shore. The woman froze, barely daring to breathe. Quietly, she crept back toward the bank, now just 2 yards from the crocodile. Summoning all her courage, she scooped the baby into her arms. Clutching the child, she sprinted back toward the beach and warned the others that a crocodile was lurking in the forest. One of the men, who had wilderness experience, explained, "Saltwater crocodiles have an incredible sense of smell for dead bodies. We need to deal with the crash victims fast, or the croc will come straight for us." Without wasting a moment, they dragged the corpses of the crash victims into the sea. This is the chilling setup of the newly released suspense disaster drama Handsome Castaways. On the surface, it looks like a survival story, but in reality, it's a twisting murder mystery packed with shocking reveals. The story begins on a small passenger plane traveling from Thailand to the UK. Mid-flight, it's struck by lightning, forcing the pilot to attempt an emergency landing on a remote island. When the heroine, Lisa, staggered out of the wrecked fuselage, the plane was in ruins, half buried in the forest. She immediately ran to the shore to try her phone, but there was no signal at all. Stranded with her were several other survivors. After tending to the wounded, the group began debating how to escape. The island didn't appear on any maps. It might be a newly formed island that emerged in recent years. The captain was blunt. If the island wasn't on the map, their chances of being found were slim. Others insisted they needed to build shelter and focus on survival if they hoped to wait for rescue. But Lisa had a different concern. Among the survivors was a baby only a few months old, and his mother, Jennifer, had an injured leg. If Jennifer couldn't produce milk, the infant's survival was in real danger. Taking matters into her own hands, Lisa gathered driftwood and scraps of flammable wreckage, hoping to use it later as a signal fire should a ship pass by. But then, as she was dismantling a seat, she heard a phone ringing from inside a compartment. Opening it, she discovered the captain had secretly kept a cell phone hidden. To her disappointment, it wasn't a real call. The alarm clock had simply gone off. But what unsettled her most was that the phone didn't belong to him. It was his sister's. It